Did you know that some things you do every day quietly make your life shorter? Most people think only big things hurt us, like smoking, getting very sick, or having a bad accident. But the truth is, small, quiet habits that come with age can hurt us the most without us even noticing. What's more surprising is that some of these habits aren't even on most people's radar. In this comprehensive guide, we're going to walk through 8 things that silently steal your lifespan. Little patterns and choices that can add up to years lost. You might expect to hear about things like staying up too late, and yes, that's on the list, but it's only number 3. What ranks number 1 will probably surprise you because it's not about diet, sleep, or exercise. It's something many people carry with them for decades without realizing it's hurting them. This isn't just about listing dangers. We'll show you how they affect your health, your relationships, and your quality of life. Most importantly, we'll share what you can start doing today to turn the tide. If you've ever felt like you're doing all the right things and still not feeling your best, or if you've simply been wondering what more you can do to protect your body and mind as you age, this will give you a fresh perspective. Number 1. Bottling up emotions. You might not think your emotions could cost you years of life, but they can. Holding in anger, swallowing grief, pretending you're fine when you're not. These quiet habits don't just weigh on your heart. They quietly wear down your body. Over time, repressed feelings trigger chronic stress responses, elevated blood pressure, inflammation, and weakened immunity. Because the damage happens slowly, most people never connect the dots until something breaks down. Many of us were raised to be strong, to suck it up, or to keep our feelings to ourselves. Especially men of our generation were taught that emotions were a sign of weakness. But now we know better. Science has shown again and again that emotional suppression shortens lifespan just as much as smoking or poor sleep. It turns into ulcers, fatigue, heart disease, and memory problems. The brain and body can only carry so much silence before they start speaking for you in symptoms. Consider Alan, 81, who lost his wife after 50 years together. He never cried, never talked about it, just said he was managing. But within 6 months, he had developed chronic headaches, insomnia, and stomach trouble. It wasn't until his daughter gently encouraged him to join a small grief group at the community center that things shifted. I didn't realize how much I was holding in until I heard myself say it out loud, he later shared. Sometimes healing doesn't begin until the words finally come. This isn't just about grief. It's about daily life, being angry but not speaking up, feeling afraid but pretending you're not, carrying regret, shame, or guilt without release. These things eat at you from the inside out. They keep your nervous system on edge, interrupt sleep, slow digestion, and impair your body's ability to repair itself. Emotional honesty isn't indulgent. It's vital. The solution? Start by noticing. When something upsets you, don't push it down. Write it down. Speak to someone you trust. You don't have to turn your life into a therapy session, but you do need space to be human. Even 10 minutes of reflection a day can ease your internal pressure. Over time, that can mean more energy, better health, and yes, even a longer life. Letting your feelings out doesn't make you less strong. It makes you more whole. And the more whole you are, the more years you're likely to enjoy, not just survive. Number 2. Neglecting close relationships. One of the most powerful predictors of a long life isn't what you eat or how much you exercise. It's how connected you feel to the people around you. Yet as we age, it's all too easy to let relationships drift. Friends move away, people pass on, family gets busy. Before you know it, you're spending more time alone than with others. That quiet isolation, whether physical or emotional, can start stealing years from your life. Loneliness isn't just unpleasant, it's toxic. Researchers now compare chronic loneliness to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It weakens your immune system, raises blood pressure, increases inflammation, and makes you more vulnerable to everything from dementia to heart disease. What makes it so dangerous is how invisible it can be. You don't have to live alone to feel lonely. You just have to feel unseen, unheard, or disconnected. Marie, 77, had family nearby and neighbors who waved hello but confessed no one really knew what her days were like. "I go to the store, I smile at people, but no one really talks to me," she said. She didn't want to bother anyone, so she kept things polite and surface level. It wasn't until she joined a local volunteer group just once a week that she realized how much she'd been craving real connection. Her energy lifted, her sleep improved, and she started laughing again. All from one place where she could be herself, not just polite. Relationships don't have to be perfect to be powerful. Even one meaningful connection can improve your health and lengthen your life. It might be a friend, sibling, neighbor, or someone you meet through a shared interest. What matters is presence, someone who listens, who cares if you're having a hard day, who reminds you that you matter. If it's been a while since you've had a real conversation, not about the weather, but about how you're truly doing, reach out. Write a letter, make a call, join something small, even if it feels awkward at first. It's never too late to rebuild your circle. The reward isn't just feeling better today, it's adding more tomorrows. Because connection isn't just nice to have, it's a form of medicine. The more of it you make room for, the more life you give. Back to yourself. Number 3. Consistently. Staying up late. You've probably heard that sleep is important, but many people don't realize just how much staying up late night after night can slowly steal years from your life. We're not talking about the occasional late bedtime. We're talking about the pattern, the habit of pushing sleep off to watch one more episode, scroll a little longer, or catch up on things that could have waited for morning. Over time, this pattern quietly weakens your body in ways that often go unnoticed until it's too late. When you stay up late consistently, you're not just cutting into your sleep time, you're disrupting your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that tells your body when to rest, repair, and recover. When that clock gets out of sync, everything else starts to slip. Your immune system, metabolism, memory, even your mood. Sleep isn't just rest, it's restoration. Without enough of it, especially the deep early night sleep, your body begins to break down faster than it should. Clifford, 74, used to joke that he'd sleep when he was dead. He stayed up past midnight every night reading news articles or playing card games online. It felt harmless, but over the years his energy dropped. He caught colds more often and eventually developed heart issues his doctor linked to chronic sleep disruption. By the time he tried to fix his sleep, the damage had already started. "I didn't think it mattered," he said, "until it did. The damage isn't always physical. Poor sleep affects decision-making, focus, and emotional resilience. You get irritable, forgetful, slower to react. It chips away at the sharpness and calm you need to navigate life well, making everything feel harder over time. If you're someone who's gotten used to staying up late, you don't have to overhaul everything overnight. Start small. Try moving bedtime back by just 15 minutes. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Use softer lighting in the evening. Your body wants to sleep. It's wired to heal during that time. You just need to give it the right conditions. Remember, sleep isn't wasted time. It's one of the most powerful tools you have to protect your brain, heart, and lifespan. The earlier you sleep, the more time your body has to restore what the day wore down. It's not a luxury. It's essential. When you honor it, your body honors you back. Number 4. Skipping regular checkups. Many people reach a certain age and think, "I've lived this long, I must be doing something right." While there's truth in that, it can also become a trap. Skipping checkups because you feel fine might seem harmless, but that decision could quietly cost you years. By the time you feel something, it may already be advanced. That's what makes this so dangerous. It's not the symptom you notice, it's the silent problem you don't. After 60, your body changes faster than you think. Blood pressure rises more easily, bones thin, vision shifts. Certain cancers develop, quietly without early warning signs. While many of these issues are manageable when caught early, they can become life-altering or even life-ending if left undetected. A 10-minute test could make the difference between simple treatment and major intervention. Leonard, 76, hadn't seen a doctor in over a decade. "I hate hospitals," he said. "I'm not going unless something's broken." But one day he fainted while walking his dog. Tests revealed undiagnosed diabetes and dangerously low blood pressure. His condition was treatable, but the delay made recovery harder than it had to be. "If I'd just gone in sooner," he said, "this wouldn't have scared my family half to death." Checkups aren't just about catching disease, they're about giving you peace of mind. A quick blood test can reassure you, a basic heart scan might reveal early risk, an eye exam can protect you from a fall. These appointments aren't overreactions, they're acts of self-respect. They're also acts of love, because when you take care of your health, you're taking care of the people who depend on you, your spouse, children, friends. You're saying, "I'm still in this. I still care about my future." That message matters more than you know, so don't wait until something feels wrong. Prevention is quiet, but so is danger. Make the appointment, ask the question, get the scan. You don't need to go overboard, just stay aware, because when it comes to health, what you don't know really can hurt you. Number 5. Sitting too much? You might think sitting is harmless, but too much of it can quietly chip away at your health like a slow leak you don't notice until the damage is done. Even if you exercise once a day, long hours of sitting, especially in one place without breaks, can increase your risk for heart disease, diabetes, blood clots, and even early death. What's worse, you often don't feel the damage until years later. Modern life is built around sitting. We sit to eat, read, rest, watch, wait. But the human body wasn't built for stillness. It was built for movement. When your body stays idle too long, circulation slows, metabolism drops, and inflammation rises. That combination silently affects every system in your body, from brain to bones. Glenn, 79, prided himself on his daily walk around the block. But outside of that, he spent most of the day in his recliner watching news, playing solitaire, or dozing. Over time, his ankles swelled, blood sugar crept up, and he felt increasingly sluggish. His doctor explained, "It's not just about the walk, it's about what your body's doing the other 23 hours. The solution doesn't have to be dramatic. You don't need to run marathons or join a gym. Just stand up every hour, stretch your arms, walk around the house, do a few heel raises at the sink. Even light activity helps reactivate circulation and protect joints and muscles. These small movements, repeated often, add up to real protection. Be mindful of environments that trap you in stillness. Your favorite chair may be comforting, but if it keeps you in one place for hours, it might be quietly stealing your vitality. Make rules. Take a few steps after every meal, stand during TV commercials, put reminders on your phone. Your body needs gentle nudges, and it will thank you for everyone. Staying active isn't about youth, it's about longevity. The more you move, the longer and stronger your life becomes, not just in years, but in quality. Movement, no matter how small, is a vote for staying in the game, and it's never too late to start. Number 6. Eating while distracted mealtime used to be an event. Something you sat down for, focused on, maybe even shared with others. But over time, those lines blurred. TVs stayed on, phones came to the table, meals became rushed or background to something else. When this happens often enough, eating becomes automatic, and that's where trouble begins. When you eat without paying attention, your body gets confused. You chew faster, swallow more air, and often eat more than you realize. You don't register fullness properly, don't taste food the same way, and lose the ability to tell what your body actually needs. This mindless eating leads to weight gain, blood sugar spikes, poor digestion, and long-term metabolic issues. Not because the food is bad, but because the way you're eating disconnects you from what's happening in your body. Teresa, 73, had gained nearly 20 pounds over 2 years. She didn't eat fast food or snack constantly, but had developed the habit of eating meals in front of the television. "I don't even remember finishing most of my plates," she said. When she started turning off the TV and eating at the table again, something changed. She ate slower, felt full sooner, and started losing weight without changing what was on her plate. Mindful eating doesn't have to be complicated. It means slowing down and being present. Look at your food, smell it, chew fully, put your fork down between bites, check if you're still hungry halfway through. These little pauses bring awareness back and help your body signal when you've had enough. There's another layer. Eating with intention helps emotional health too. When you give meals your full attention, it tells your brain, "This matters, I matter." That shift can reduce stress, improve digestion, and make eating feel like nourishment instead of just fuel. If meals have become something you rush through, reclaim them. Turn off distractions, sit down, even for 10 minutes, enjoy your food. You'll be surprised how quickly your body responds with more energy and clarity throughout the day. Number 7. Living with constant noise. You may not think of noise as a health issue, but constant background noise, TV, traffic, appliances, slowly takes a toll. Your brain and body notice every sound, even when you don't. Chronic noise keeps your nervous system slightly activated, like an engine that never turns off. Heart rate stays higher, blood pressure creeps up, sleep becomes lighter. Over time, this builds into fatigue, anxiety, difficulty focusing, and increased heart disease risk. Because it feels normal, most people never realize how much better they could feel without it. Samuel, 78, kept the TV on from morning until night for company, but often felt tense, had headaches, and couldn't sleep through the night. Doctors found nothing wrong until a power outage forced an evening of silence. "It was the first time in years my head felt clear," he said. After that, he started turning the TV off for a few hours each day. His sleep improved, blood pressure dropped, and he began reading for pleasure again. Noise doesn't have to be loud to be harmful, just constant. When your ears and brain never get a break, your whole system wears down. That's why periods of quiet are crucial. Not just sleep, but waking quiet. Time without chatter, buzz, or background distraction lets your body reset. Try this. Pick 1 hour a day when everything goes silent. No TV, no phone. If possible, step outside and listen to natural sounds. Birds, wind, your own breath. These moments allow your nervous system to exhale, telling your body, "You're safe, you can rest now." Over time, they protect your heart, mind, and lifespan. You don't have to live in silence, just make room for stillness. Like muscles need recovery after movement, your brain needs recovery from sound. That quiet might help you hear what your body's been trying to say all along. Number 8. Always keeping lights on at night. Keeping a hallway light on or falling asleep with the TV glowing might seem harmless, but these habits quietly wreak havoc on your health. Your body has a natural rhythm, a built-in clock telling it when to sleep, wake, and heal. That rhythm depends on light and dark. When you blur the line between night and day, your body pays the price. Artificial light at night, especially blue, light from screens or bright bulbs, confuses your brain. It delays melatonin production, weakens sleep, and throws off hormonal balance. Over time, this disruption affects everything from metabolism to immune strength and has even been linked to higher cancer, heart disease, and diabetes risk. Not from the light itself, but from what it does to your internal clock. Linda, 80, had trouble sleeping for over a decade, thinking it was just aging. After learning about circadian rhythm disruption, she made one small change, turning off all artificial light by 9 p.m. and swapping her bedside lamp for a softer amber bulb. Within 2 weeks, she fell asleep faster, stayed asleep, and saw improvements in mood and digestion. "I didn't know how tired I was until I finally rested," she said. Sleep isn't just about time in bed, it's about the signals your body receives beforehand. If your brain thinks it's still daytime, it won't release chemicals needed to wind down. Repeat this pattern for years, and the damage accumulates, quietly stealing energy, clarity, and time from your life. To protect yourself, dim lights an hour before bed, use warm, soft lighting, avoid screens or use blue light filters, cover electronic displays, make your bedroom as dark as possible. If you need a nightlight, choose red or amber, not white or blue. Your body thrives on rhythm. Honoring that rhythm gives you the best chance to heal, restore, and grow stronger with age. A good night's sleep isn't just restful, it's regenerative. True darkness might be one of the most unexpected yet powerful gifts you can give yourself for a longer, healthier life. Final thoughts. As we wrap up, consider which of these 8 habits may have quietly crept into your life. Were you surprised by what ranked higher or lower? For many, staying up late or skipping checkups get attention, but often it's invisible patterns like bottled-up emotions or constant noise that carry the heaviest weight. The good news? None of these habits are permanent. Every single one can be changed. The moment you become aware of them, power shifts back to you. That's when your time, energy, and health begin returning to your hands. So which will you work on this week? Reach out to someone you've lost touch with? Turn off lights earlier? Make that doctor's appointment? These changes don't have to be huge to be meaningful. Small steps, done consistently with care, lead to big results. You deserve a long life. But more than that, you deserve a good one. Clear, connected, calm, and full of purpose. These 8 habits may have been stealing from you without permission, but now you see them. That means you can stop them. Thank you for joining us in this important exploration. We'd love to hear which insight resonated most with you and how. You plan to apply it. Your thoughts matter. Sharing them helps create more content that informs and inspires. If you found this valuable, please like, subscribe, and share with others who might benefit. Here's to your health and longevity. May your days be long and full of life.